The Atlantis drop point hydrothermal waste exchange underwater. The roaring water of the whirlpool fades into a rhythmic, echoing thump-thump of massive industrial pumps. Bubbles hiss against the hull, Morag wiping soot off her cigarette holder. There, smooth as a seal's backside. We're in the sub-basement of the Atlantic Palace. The drop point is just past the heat vent.
I thought Atlantis was supposed to be all glowing crystals and mermaids in bikinis.
You're in the waste exchange, Kersey. The crystals are upstairs in the lobby. Out here, it's just us and the plumbing.
Agwe should be here. He's usually punctual. He hates to keep his groceries waiting.
A heavy mechanical whir. A shadow falls over the SS Sativa's front viewport. A figure in a shimmering, high-collared robe floats into view, backlit by a faint green.
There's the posh windbag now, right on cue.
Proceed with the transfer. Time is of the essence. The crossroads are congested.
Does he sound a bit stiff to you, even for a sea god?
He's probably just annoyed about the traffic. Come on, help me shove the double bags through the airlock.
The airlock hisses. The agricultural samples are pushed out. Suddenly, the green light turns a violent, flashing red. High-pitched sirens begin to wail.
Jumping jellyfish, that's not a greeting, that's a raid.
Oh no, we've had it.
Targets acquired. You're in violation of codes. 402-B, unlicensed importation of exotic vegetation.
Agwe's figure shimmers and dissolves, revealing a massive armored shapeshifter in a Bureau of Customs uniform. From the shadows, 4 giant crabs with glowing tasers and clipboards emerge.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm being arrested by a seafood platter?
Gentlemen, there's been a massive misunderstanding. I have a permit. It's just in my other cape.
Save it for the magistrate Norsemen. Take them to the coral dungeons.
The crabs latch onto the SS Sativa. As the sub is being towed away, Morag remains hidden in the shadows on the bridge of the SS Sativa. Narrowing her eyes, watching through the viewport as Loki and Kersey are hauled away.
Nabbed by bloody crabs on a Wednesday.
What do we do, Morag? They've got the boys.
Morag takes a long, slow drag off her cigarette.
What do? We don't sit here in mildew, that's for sure. If the Bureau thinks they can impound my navigator's fee, they've got another think coming.
She reaches into her seal fur coat and pulls out a glowing sea glass conch shell.
I'm calling in a favour. If the law won't play fair, we'll bring the old man of the sea down on their heads.
Morag blows into the shell, a deep, earth-shaking vibration that sounds like the very floor of the ocean is cracking open.
Wake up, Neptune, grab your trident. We've got some crabs to boil.
The Atlantean Detention Center, the coral dungeons, the rhythmic clicking of crab legs on stone. Water drips with a hollow, echoing plink. Every few seconds, a muffled, low-frequency hum of a security barrier pulses.
I've had it. I have officially had it. I am a count of the Holy Roman Empire, or I was before the Empire got holy and the Romans got weird. I should be in a velvet-lined coffin, not a damp cage made of calcified sea slug spit.
Loki sitting cross-legged on a bench, poking a glowing anemone with a stick.
Will you stop pacing? You're making the seaweed nervous. Besides, look on the bright side.
The bright side? Loki, my cape is soggy. My hair has lost its structural integrity, and I just tried to lunge at that guard. The one with the oversized pincer.
And
he has no neck. It's all carapace. It's like trying to bite a Victorian bathtub. My fangs feel like I've been chewing on gravel.
That's the problem with modern bureaucracy. No soul, no neck, no sense of humor. I offered the lead inspector a chance to be the king of Asgard for a day if he'd just lose our paperwork. Do you know what he did?
He tased you.
He clipped my permit into 3 equal pieces and filed a report about attempted bribery of a crustacean official. It's humiliating. I used to cause Ragnaraks, Kersey. Now I can't even get a giant crab to look at a deck of illusionary cards.
In this aquatic holding pen, I lose my mind oleum anymore. And the smell, it's not even the eau de mouse, it's old shrimp. If I have to spend one more hour, I'm going to...
Patience, Count Moldula. The amusement is coming.
Amusement? We are facing 300 years of hard labor cleaning the royal barnacles. Where is the amusement in that?
Loki grinning, looking towards the ceiling.
You think Poseidon is going to come down here for us?
For us? No. But for a chance to humiliate the Bureau of Customs and show off that shiny trident. Poseidon lives for that. He's the only being I know who's more of a drama queen than you are.
I am not a drama queen. I am atmospherically inclined.
A distant, massive thud. The entire cell shakes. Dust, or rather silt, falls from the ceiling, standing up, brushing off his tunic.
Hear that? That's the sound of a very large fork hitting the front door. The show is about to start.
But first listen to our song.
The cell is made of coral and the floor is rather slick. I tried to bite the warden, but the shell is much too thick. My fangs are feeling blunted and my cape is full of brine. I haven't seen a drop of blood, just iodine and wine. Oh, we're caught in the claws of the crab administration, a very pinchy end to a failed transportation. From the Hebrides to Hades, we've seen some awful sights, but nothing's worse than Atlantean civil rights. They say the judge is ancient with a barnacle-encrusted wig. He'll sentence us to manual labor, something we won't dig. We'll be polishing the kelp or scrubbing scales off a whale, while Loki tries to charm the guard with a very tall tale. Oh, we're caught in the claws of the crab administration, a very pinchy end to a failed transportation. From the Hebrides to Hades, we've seen some awful sights, but nothing's worse than Atlantean civil rights. I'm worried about the rations, it's just plankton on a plate. For a fine aristocrat, this is quite a cruel fate. I'll turn into a bat and try to fly toward the light, but I'll probably hit a pressure valve and vanish out of sight. The Norseman's lost his hammer and he's lost his wicked grin, because the giant squid is looking for a brand new kin. They'll marry him to tentacles, a bride of 44, and he'll spend his immortality doing dishes on the floor. The arraignment hearing starts when the tide begins to rise. I can see the legal malice in the foreman's beady eyes. They'll fine us 40 doubloons and a sack of Vilokan weed, then lock us in a treasure chest until we both concede. Oh, we're caught in the claws of the crab administration, a very pinchy end to a failed transportation. From the Hebrides to Hades, we've seen some awful sights, but nothing's worse than Atlantean civil rights. But Morag's on the surface and she's looking for her fee. She's calling up the master of the deep and salty sea. So keep your pincers ready and your clipboards held up high, 'cause when the trident hits the door, you crabs are gonna fry. Oh, we're caught in the claws of the crab administration, a very pinchy end to a fair Hebrides to Hades. We've seen some awful sights, but nothing's worse than